What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. I hope you guys are doing okay, staying safe. Seems like things really are getting better out there. A lot of the states are opening back up again. A lot of people are back out there driving. I know Arizona's back open. I think North and South Carolina. I think Georgia, Tennessee. That might be it for now. But things really are getting a lot better. I would still definitely recommend you err on the side of caution, especially if you guys are getting unemployment. You know, there's no reason to rush back out there. Speaking of which, I never qualified for unemployment, which ticked me off. Anyways, so we're doing Survey Junkie again. I've done a few videos on this already. I've shown breakdowns of earnings. I've done a pros and cons video, so make sure you check all those out. And before we even get started, the link to Survey Junkie is in the description of this video. I would go ahead and just get signed up. If you're watching these videos to get like a review of it to make your decision, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's worth it. Go do it. Sign up using our code. You're going to get started. You'll get these profile surveys that are like 10 points a pop. You want to do those really accurately because those are determining what surveys you qualify for. So the more questions you're answering yes to, the more surveys you're going to qualify for, the more money you can make doing this. This is really, really worth it. I really recommend checking it out. But obviously, if you want to watch my videos first, do that. But what I've been telling people is just do it, get your profile done, and then do like 3 to 5 surveys after that, because that'll give you a good idea of what you can do on this. Imagine if you had quit driving Uber and Lyft in the middle of your first day and you're just like, no, it's not for me. You probably, you would have missed out on something that I'm sure we can all agree has really helped all of us out. My first day was miserable driving Uber and Lyft. If I'd quit that day, I would have missed out. I mean, I have used Uber and Lyft to do everything I do, to start my business, to pursue acting, So I looked at this as the same way. I'm going to give it a fair analysis, and I've been doing this for 4 years on and off, but for everyone else, like I said, give it a fair shot and go from there. So here's what a week of earnings looks like. In about 30 hours, I made $152.72. Now, obviously, that is like the most god-awful, worst hourly rate. Like, that's like sweatshop level of pay. But the reason why I still like this so much is I didn't set aside 30 hours where I just grinded out surveys. It was a week where that's just how the cookie crumbled. When do I do this? I do this in all my free time. My rule of thumb is basically if there's ever a time where I'm sitting scrolling through Instagram, playing phone games, or doing something on my phone that's just not even remotely productive, I might as well do something that's at least somewhat productive. You save up these points, and I mean, honestly, like, you got to think, if you're really if you're having 30 hours of time each week like I did, where you're not doing anything, having an extra $150 a week is actually not bad. Now, I don't know how many weeks personally I'd be able to do this, but I think especially with all this time that I've had cooped up, I'm usually doing 3 or 4 hours of work from home per day. That's it. And that's like 4 days a week. And the rest of the days, I mean, I'm binge watching shows all day, playing a lot of video games, doing a lot of really unproductive stuff. So what I've been trying to do is incorporate this into where all those times where I'm doing something like that, I'm doing surveys at the same time. I will always be doing those if I'm watching a TV show or movie. Always. I take a little bit longer to do each survey when I'm doing that because I'm trying to focus on the movie, but I'm always filling them out. So that's the main time I would say I really grind out these surveys is when I'm Netflixing. But I've noticed that throughout the day, there's a lot of times where I'm just on my phone doing nothing. I'm just on my phone Instagramming, Facebooking, Twittering, YouTubing, whatever it is. And it's not even like work-related stuff. It's not even stuff that's really going to benefit me. That's just what I'm doing, And so what I've been doing is I've been looking at the little breakdown. Your phone has a little, well, if you have iPhone, I don't know about Android or Google Pixel or what other phones y'all have, but at least on iPhone, they give you like an analytics breakdown. They'll give you a weekly report of your screen time and what you're spending the most time on, which apps. So for me, it was Instagram for a long time. So I was like, okay, if I'm putting that many hours on Instagram per week, I could be putting all that time into Survey Junkie and making at least some money, you know? So that's really what the outlook should be on this. This isn't like, I almost wouldn't even call it a side income, you know. I would just call it more of like a hobby, you know, and the hobby that you make a little bit of cash from. But you know, you can really save it up and do some cool things with it. You know, you do get more cash value if you get gift cards and stuff like that. I don't know if I've actually ever cashed out on PayPal from it, because for me, it's like I'd rather use it for stuff that I get more value out of. Plus, then it feels a little more rewarding. If I just get the money, I'm gonna either put it in savings or pay a bill with it. But if I'm cashing out in gift cards and stuff, then it's like, oh, okay, I got this nice little reward I can go use. That's just my weird mindset though. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe. Like I said, links in the description. Definitely check that out. Fill out the profiles surveys first, and then do 3 to 5 good surveys. That'll give you a good idea if this is something you're really going to want to do or not. But I think for like the current state of the world, there's really no reason we don't do stuff like this right now. You think about all these media apps are blowing up, like TikTok and social media, like everybody's flooding to these apps. When in reality, you could be flooding to an app like this and actually be monetizing it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.